Can everybody hear me now? If you can let me know in the chat room. Again, this is Peggy on My Angels. Today is Wonderful Wednesday, April 1st. I think I was talking there, but I think it was muted, so I'm hoping people can hear me now. Renee, can you hear me okay? I see you're in the chat room. And Julie, I know you're in the chat room. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can everybody hear me now? Hold on, this is coming through here. If you can let me know in the chat. Okay. Jennifer's in the house. And yes, you guys can hear me. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top again one more time. Hi, this is Peggy. Oh, my angels, today is a wonderful Wednesday, April 1st. As I was stating, today is new month, right? A full moon. My grandmother's birthday. She was known as a psychic in our family when I was growing up. It's my anniversary over at 12listen.com, which I've been an advisor over there now for 12 years. So it's a great place if you ever need a psychic to talk to get an angel reading or a tarot reading or whatever kind of reading you need. You've got somebody over there that can help you. So come check us out, 12listen.com. And on top of that, today's live Wednesday, so I get to do readings, which is the thing that I'm most happy about. I really enjoy helping people, and I love connecting with your angels and getting you answers to your questions. Before I get too far into it, I want to make note for those of you that are in the metropolitan Kansas City area, a week from Friday, that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is the 10th, 11th, and 12th, I'll be at Stony Creek. It's in the Bass Pro parking lot at the hotel there, Stony Creek. We're having KC Mystic Fair. Again, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be there all 3 days. On Sunday, I'm doing an angel gallery. So you'll just come in, sit down, and whatever messages come through for whoever's in the audience, I'll get the messages. So you can come out and join me there. That'd be a lot of fun. I'd appreciate it. Okay, let me jump in the house. First, I have to give a shout out to Julie and Destry. They're my dear, dear friends. I consider them family. They finally made it to France. They had all these crazy connections, but they're finally there. Miss you guys already. Wish you the best of luck. I'm so excited for you. Keep me posted on how it goes. So, again, the angels were watching over them from start to finish. Let me tell you, they had so many Oh My Angel signs. They they flew out of Omaha, which the airport code for Omaha is OMA. You know, and here I've stated to everybody that OMA stands for Oh My Angels. So they definitely felt like they had the angels with them. So that's my funny for today. But thanks, Julie and Destry, for showing up. I'm glad you guys are safe and enjoy your trip. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Destry put in here, happy evening, because it is, you guys are 9 hours ahead. So I think the fact that you're still awake, and thanks for joining us today. Let's see who else is in the house here. Hold on. Let's see. Renee's in the house. Renee, I really appreciate you showing up. She says, happy April, Peggy, and everyone. We're glad to have you into the OMA family here on Wednesdays, so we appreciate you. Jennifer Duncan's here. Hey, Jennifer. Let's see here. Oh, Brandy's saying that that we can hear you now. Thanks. I think the only problem this time was an operator error. I forgot to unmute my microphone. I have to remind myself to mute it before we go live, because otherwise you can hear me talking to Yogi. So I'll get it all together here. Like I said last week, it's never boring. When you guys pop in here, it's never boring. So we appreciate you. Mark's in the house. Thanks for showing up. He is the best boss I could ever hope for. So thanks for being here, Mark. And I love your astrology shows. You guys need to go listen to him. He does an hour show on Monday mornings at 8 o'clock Pacific. And he does like a half hour, give or take, Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific, both on his YouTube channel, which is MH Astrology. So you can find him over there. He's hysterical. You guys, he makes astrology interesting to me. He puts it in terms where I can understand it. Otherwise, most people talk about astrology, and it's not that I think it's boring. It's just that it puts me to sleep. I have to they have to kind of dummy it down for me. So that's what Mark does. So thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. Okay, we've got, let's see here. There's Cecily again. Oh, Jane, she says, happy pink full moon in Libra, Peggy and 1-2 crew. Well, thank you so much for showing up. I love this full moon. The energy is definitely shifted. I could tell. I work a part-time job at a community center, and you can always tell when there's a full moon. Of course, I pick up on the energy before the full moon, and I always know when the next full moon's coming. But people come in and they're just so funny. So the mornings I work and it's a full moon, it's never boring. Okay, it's never boring. Jennifer says, is there anything I need to know about our upcoming court date, April 28th? Oh, I'm so glad you got it this month. This feels good for you, Jennifer. Let's see. I'm hearing that stay open to possibilities. It feels like you're going to get some, they're saying last minute information that's going to help you. So just stay open. It feels positive anyway for you. I mean, this is a long time coming. It feels like things will go in your favor. But again, there's just some little something. It feels like it's going to be like maybe a week to 10 days before the court date that something will come up. You'll learn some information or be given some information that you'll be able to document. And I'm hearing the angels are working overtime for you. So keep the faith, okay? And that was the message. I don't know if you guys listened to the Wednesday message this morning. And they were saying, they don't want you to settle. Don't settle for less than what your hopes and dreams are. We all get to the point, myself included. A year ago, I wanted so badly to do YouTube. I wanted to get out here. Is it because I think I'd be famous or something like that? No, I just I miss the 1-2 radio show. I mean, I love doing my radio show. But it got to be where it just wasn't, I don't know, it felt like it was time for a change. And I was interested in how they do the YouTube. And, a lot of these people go to, great lengths to, their hair's just perfect and their makeup's just perfect and they do all these things, and then you get me, which I am what I am. You either like it or you don't, and if you don't, that's okay too. I'm fine with that. But I just really wanted to do this, and I kept kind of trying, and then I'm like, no, I'm not good. No, I can't do this. Look at my age and stuff. No one's gonna watch. No one's gonna care. And I just kept pushing on, and finally, things have fallen into place. I didn't give up. I didn't settle for less than what I wanted. And I think personally that I'm improving every week. I'm on a backslid last week quite a bit, but hey, there's room for improvement here. Nobody's perfect, right? And I enjoy this. I thoroughly enjoy giving readings for people. It's just, to me, it's the best gift I've ever had, and to be able to share that with people who need the help, especially in this day and age, right? So, again, the angels were saying this morning, don't give up. You're almost there. Don't lose faith. Keep the faith, and know maybe things haven't turned out exactly the way you thought they were, but look where you are now versus, last year, even last week. My life has been changing so much over the past 4 months. This year has really, it's gone by fast. There's been a lot of big changes. I'm going to get emotional here. Hold on. There's going to be a big change in my life coming up. I don't know when. But it's something I have to accept that's going to happen. So I just have to, I just have to hope for the best of the circumstances that I'm given, right? So, but again, don't give up hope. Don't don't settle for anything other than what you deserve, because God and the angels didn't put your hopes and dreams and wishes in your heart just to sit there. They gave them to you to encourage you to, to fulfill those dreams. We deserve them. Okay. Whew. Okay, change the subject on me. Let's get that off. Okay. let's go back up here. Let me find where you were at, Jennifer. Yeah. So Jennifer, I think you'll be fine. Just you know what you want. You know what you need. If you have to compromise on something small, it's no big deal. But I think overall, your hopes and dreams are coming true with this one. Okay. Oh, Desiree's let me know it's 10 p.m. there. You know good and well if it was 10 p.m. here, I'd be sound asleep, dude. Let's see. Julie is saying, anything the angels want me to know. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Let's see. The first thing I'm hearing, it feels like you're second guessing yourself. You're not trusting your own gut and your own intuition, and you need to. I'm hearing what you know to be true, what you've been kind of shown. You're spot on. Stop what you're doing, take that deep breath in. When I was younger, people would say, just breathe. And honest to God, it would piss me off, because I would think, what do you think I'm doing? I'm breathing already. But I'm seriously, when you get that overwhelming feeling, if you stop and just breathe in and then release it, it releases the tension right out of you. Then make a decision from that point. But what I'm hearing is the fact that it's almost like you're warring with yourself. Like the old cartoons, the devil on one shoulder, angel on the other, and they're having this little conversation. And what the angels are saying, trust your intuition. They are guiding you. Know that you're being led in the right direction. If it's too overwhelming, take a step back. Take that breath, take a step back. You've got this. I really feel like things will clear. I think this full moon is interfering with everything as well. So, and a full moon, let me intersect here too. For those who don't know, a full moon is a wonderful time to let go of things that are not serving your highest good. So Julie, if there's something in your life that is you're ready to let go of, and maybe you just know that there's some things you're ready to let go of, and you don't have to be so specific. What you can just say is, however you pray, I always say, Mother, Father, God, please release any and all that is no longer serving my highest good, or words to those effect, right? And just release it. Know that if you're ready to let it go, you've released it to God and the angels, and you let it go. You don't have to dig deep and say, well, that happened because of this. No, our lives right now are so fast paced that we don't have the time and the energy to sit there and dwell on stuff that you're ready to let go of anyway. And if you're really not ready to let go of, it and you ask for it to be released, until you're ready to let go of it, it's not going to go anywhere. So just say, any and all things that no longer serve my highest good, I release. Okay? It works. It's amazing. I don't dwell on that stuff anymore. If I want something gone, I just say, and I know that I'm ready to let it go, right? If it's something that needs to come back up later, it will. Okay. But for the most part, that's the quickest, easiest way to let go of things, and you'll feel lighter. You'll feel better. I don't know if you ever sage or use, I can't think of I can't think of the word of it. Palo Santo. I'm hearing Palo Santo for you. If you can like that and sage your, use that for your car and where you live, clears out the old energy. I feel like you've got old stuff stuck onto you. You need to let it go. And I think you won't be so overwhelmed. Okay. I hope that helps, honey. Let's see here. Sherry said hello. Hello, Sherry. Thanks for showing up today. I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you all being here. I really do. This is the highlight of my week. Brandy asked our dear cousin, she said her dear cousin passed away on Monday. Can you tell us if she was met by her husband, sons, and my parents, Sherry and Larry? I'm hearing a resounding yes. They had a huge family reunion. And it's almost like your cousin's being shown the ropes. It's pretty interesting. I had what they call a near-death experience, and I can tell you, when you cross, you just feel so light. You're not weighted down by your body, right? Because it's your soul that's out of your body, right? And it's just the love you feel is not. Take the most intense, beautiful love you've ever felt here on earth, right? Towards someone or some situation, all that over to where you get tears in your eyes, you get choked up because you're just so overwhelmed with so much love. You take that and multiply it by 1,000,000. And that's the kind of love you feel when you cross. I mean, it's just simply amazing. When you cross, you're no longer sick. You're no longer ill, no longer aches and pains. And, you know, what they're showing me, what I've heard other people say too, you know, you kind of show up like in your, you know, early 30s, which, you know, that's pretty hot in my early 30s. I'm just kidding. But anyway, no, they're fine. And they knew that they were ready for her. And truth be told, she was ready as well. She was ready to go. She was, you know, her body, she was just ready. So she's at peace. In fact, like I said, they're all having like a little family reunion. They're showing her the ropes and showing her how to get in touch with you all. So be open to the messages. She's all excited. I mean, I just, when I tune into her energy, I get this little giddiness, you know, of the fact, almost childlike. Not that she's acting like a child, but that joy and that wonder you get as a child when you get to learn something new, right? What I've also been shown, and, you know, other people don't have the same experience, but typically when I deal with, I'm doing a mediumship reading and talking to someone who's crossed over, it seems like the first week or so, they go through what I've labeled orientation. And that's kind of like, you know, when you start a new job and they take you through the boring part of, well, here's now your benefits and here's what we expect from you and blah, 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 right? So you kind of do that when you go over. They're like, okay, this is the rules and regulations here. You don't have a body. So, you know, when you think that, you just move around, right? So, but there's all these little things. So sometimes they can get back to us real quick. And other times they're going through orientation and they have to focus on what they're doing and what they're being guided to do before they can reach back out to us here. Okay. So, but keep asking and she'll be around you. Okay, Brandy? James says, thanks for dumbing it down for Peanut Gallery, Mark. I know, isn't it wonderful? He's just great. He's hysterical. You guys have to go watch him. Sherry says, do the angels have a message for me this week? Happy full moon Easter from Tara in Alberta. Okay, so you want me to call you Tara and not Sherry? Okay, I'll try to remember that. Either or, I'm glad you're here. And let's see. The first word that popped in was anticipation. I don't know if there's something you're looking forward to, maybe the Easter celebration this weekend or a company coming in or something like that. But it's that song, Anticipation. That's what I hear for you. So they're saying stay open to receive. It feels good for you. I don't know if it almost feels like a financial thing coming your way. So in a good way. So stay open. You talk about staying open to receive, girl. Stay open to receive. It feels good for you. So that's the message I have for you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, Brandy our son had an interview today and went so good. Due to circumstances, it's been hard for him to obtain a job. We're hopeful this is the one. Are you picking anything up? It's been rough. Yeah, Brandy, I think this is the one that we talked about last week. It feels really good for him. If it's not this one, there's one right behind it. I feel like within the next 2 weeks, he'll have a job that he's going to be happy with. And again, everything's in divine timing. So don't, due to the death of the cousin and everything else, don't think that it's going to keep him from getting a job. You see what I'm saying? Everything happens in divine timing and divine order. And trust me, I don't say divine timing lightly because I really hate it when someone tells me in a reading, divine timing, Peggy. It's like, oh, because I'm not a real patient person. I've said this many times and you'll hear me say it many times more. I'm like the buzzard out in the desert saying, patience my ass. I want it now, right? I'm learning, okay? But divine timing, that's how I kind of look at it. And, I hear it, I know it, I feel it. And most of the time I'm like, okay. And, Archangel Michael kind of gives me a hard time because, when I hear it, I just kind of roll my eyes like, oh God, here we go again. The DTs, we're coming up on the DTs. So it's going to be fine. And he's going to be fine. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Jane. It is Jane. Do I call? Or is that's okay? Jane. She says, hit that thumbs up button. 1-2 party. Yeah, right. Brandy A says, you're giving readings. Says Brandy also says you giving readings gives others hope. I'm so glad you're willing to do this, and I will pray for you and your big changes too. Aw, thank you so much, Brandy. I'll try to say this. Didn't think I was going to talk about it today. For those of you who know me, know my Yorkie Yogi. He has cancer, and it's fast growing. So all I can do is give him love and healing, and just pray for his highest good. So those are the changes I know for a fact are coming. And so if I get on here and get all weird, you guys don't know what's coming down, but if you guys can send him prayers, I'd appreciate it. He's a love bug. God, he deserves, golden steps all the way up to heaven. He's put up with me for 12 and a half years. And, and those of you who know me, this little boy deserves the best. So I'm hoping that God takes him and that I don't have to put him down. But I just don't want him to be in pain right now. We're not having to do the pain meds per se. So we're just appreciating and loving every day that we have. So just trying to keep both of our spirits up about that. Every day we wake up and we look at each other, and I thank God that I've got another morning with him, or another afternoon with him, or another evening with him. So yeah, so that's my life changes coming up. But hopefully it's, it can be, I don't know, 5 months. It can be tomorrow. I don't know. So that's that scoop. Okay. Let's see here. Julie says, thank you, Peggy. Oh, you're so welcome. Kristen's here. She says, hey, honey, so happy to be here. Anything my parents need to tell me. Let's see. What I'm getting from them, it's a very, their energy is very slow and very precise, and they're very, how they're saying it, they're very proud of you, how you handled everything. They love you and miss you, but they're your mom is like taking baby steps on learning how to be able to reach out to you. And she's showing me that, and this is a good analogy because they always show it to me when I'm stumped for words that they're trying to express to me. It's like the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, right? Where Patrick Swayze rolls the penny up the door or whatever it is. So it's just baby steps. So she's learning, but she doesn't want to scare you, right? So she's working on that. She says stay open to receive because and she's saying a penny. She says if you see a penny, know that it's from her. She's going to take all credit for every penny that you find from here on out. Just so you know, okay? I hope that helps. Okay, Tara, and I'm supposed to call you. What was the name again? I'll get this straight. Tara says I'm open. I'm ready to receive. I know, right? Aren't we all? April, I think feels like a very abundant month. That's what I'm affirming, and that's what we all deserve it. We shouldn't have to settle. We shouldn't have to do without. We shouldn't have to scrimp and get by. There's a lot of things going on in this country that are just sad, are really sad. But I have to believe that things are going to get better. I have to have hope. I'm a very positive and upbeat person. Yes, I have my down days, and yes, I have days where I think, "Oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get through this?" And but what I have changed about that, when I was younger, when I would have one of those negative thoughts, I could stay in that thought for months at a time. And now when I have something that makes me sad, or makes me doubt myself, or doubt what's happening in the world, it doesn't last more than a minute, because once I hear it in my head, I mean, the thought's not even finished, or where I'm going to erase, and I'm replacing that thought with something positive. Um, and what I'm doing right now is I'm praying a lot for our country's highest good, whatever that might be, because Lord knows I don't know. I know what I believe, and I know what I just want everybody, to get along. And, I was raised to be kind, and not to be mean, not to be a bully, not to perpetuate hate. Um, I want to get back to that. That's what I want. And so that's what I'm trying to put out there. So join me, put that out there, right? So we just have to keep positive, And some people said, "You're just too positive for me." And I'm like, well, then change the channel because I'm not going to go back to being negative. I lived that life, and I didn't like it. That's not who I am. Um, I know that times I'm over the top for some people. I get too excited about things, and um, when I believe in something strongly, I go after it, and I don't change my beliefs very very quickly. Okay, um, but I love, it's like doing these readings. I can remember a time in my life where I kept all this quiet because um, I grew up in a situation where you know this kind of thing is the devil's work. Um, but I'll share a funny story with you guys. My dad had Alzheimer's, and I'm a Reiki master, and he always told me that I was probably going to hell because of the stuff that I do. And I would like, okay, Dad, whatever. A couple of times I asked him, do you have a hotline to God? Did he tell you that, I'm doomed to hell? And sometimes he would answer me yes. But this one day, I walked into the nursing home. He goes, "Hey, you." And he's pointing at me. And I'm like, "Yes?" He goes, "Get over here." I said, "Okay." I said, "Hey, Dad, how are you?" He goes, "I don't know about the dad part, but I know you. I know who you are. I know what you do." I said, "Oh, you do?" He goes, "Yeah, you got those hot hands, and my shoulders hurt. Put them up there." So he allowed me to give him Reiki for about 20, 30 minutes, right? So before that, oh no, because I was going to go straight to hell for doing it. So anyhow, let's get a little sidetracked there, but I thought it was funny. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, Desiree, he's talking about yoga. He says, he's a doll and I love him. We will be here for you. Oh, I can't talk about that. Thank you very much. Desiree says, you're a beautiful person inside and out. I've learned so much from you, and I'm so grateful for your words of advice and way of thinking. You're helping me become a better person. Aw, Desiree, you're becoming the you that you've always meant to be, right? Talk about being someone special. You are. And I love you and Julie very much. I'm so blessed to have you guys in our life. And Yogi loves you right back. Okay. You guys, Yogi met this couple and he fell in love. He would get on their laps and look at me like, look who I've got, And whenever they call and have it on speakerphone, he licks the phone. So, yeah, he's a sweetie. He's a sweetie. So, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. I think I've got everybody in here. And this half hour flew by. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Let's see if anybody else has any other. Oh, it's a great story. Thank you. Julie says, I'm sending you love, light, and Reiki, Peggy. Thank you guys so much. If you watch me long enough, you'll know that there's times I get very emotional and I can cry with the best of them. I can snort laugh with the best of them. But to me, it's just all about being real. If we can just stay in our integrity and just be who we are, I don't know how else to be any other way, right? Other people say, well, maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that. And I don't come across as real when I try to do something that I'm not, Again, I'm just me. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But that's okay too. So anyway, you guys, thank you again so much for showing up. I think we're at 161 people, I think, maybe a little more. I don't know yet. So spread the word. Let's get people to like and subscribe. I would certainly appreciate it. Don't forget, if you're in the metropolitan Kansas City area, I'm going to be at the fair next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 10th, 11th, and 12th at called Stony Creek. And I'll post all the information on the web pages too. Oh, for those of you who haven't, if you go to my website, myangels.com, and look under Angel Scopes, I posted the April Angel Scopes for every astrological sign. And the angels had me this month add a positive affirmation for each sign for the month of April. So let me know what you guys think about that. They led me to do it, so I did it. I hope you guys enjoy it. And also don't forget, on Sunday mornings, I do this is new, so I call them the OMA Angel Cast, right? Instead of a weekly forecast, you got the Angel Cast. So it just lets you know that where I'm gonna be through the week in case another fair pops up or whatever. But I have the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning readings. Mondays for the start of the week, Wednesday midweek, and Fridays for the weekend. And then also to remind everybody about this live feed on Wednesdays. So thank you guys so very much from the bottom of my heart for being here. And until next time, wishing you all blessings, light, love, and angel hugs. Take care, everybody.